Human connection to me looks like people from all different backgrounds, from ethnicities, doesn't matter where you're from, how you've been brought up, what type of social class that you're labeled into, just everybody coming together, connecting, talking.
Well, to me, human connection, it would be like maybe like a couple friends hanging out a lot, or maybe if all like a group of people share the same passion and they try their best to spread that around.
Well, I'm pretty outgoing, so I try to connect with everybody I come across, regardless of what emotions or what's happened, or just to show that next person that they're still good out there.
I would say that human connection is always a spiritual thing, and it's usually when people are from different backgrounds and they find some type of something familiar amongst each other that allows them to connect beyond their differences.
Well, I think it has a lot of forms, just people's body language, eye contact, the way people interact with one another. I'm also a nurse, so it's pretty much human connection all day, every day, the way families, patients, the way they all interact. It's really about love. I mean, it's physically seeing love. That's human connection.
What does vulnerability mean? It means you're taking a chance for something bad to go wrong.
Exposure, as if like you're like a puppy in a cardboard box that everyone just opens up and everyone's just looking at you.
You're letting them see you at a place that you might not want them to.
I think you're vulnerable when you stay true to yourself, and you could really stick to that because not a lot of people are able to do that.
Trust. Trust. That's what vulnerability means to me in one word, that you trust someone enough to show them who you really are.
Sad. I went to a funeral yesterday, one of my best friends in high school. And so I spoke with his wife, but she's taking it pretty well.
I feel like the best thing you could do is not try to give them advice about it and just kind of be there to listen. Sometimes things are better said when you listen rather than talking.
I really think people should, yes, be there for them while they're losing someone, but also kind of step back and see what you can learn from yourself, or that a lot of people have other things going on in their lives that you might not necessarily know about, and use that to really sit and show, see who they are, because when people when you lose someone, that really is when you're most vulnerable. So I think that's when you can really see who someone truly is.
For personal experience, I always put other people's feelings on my own because I try to lessen the load.
I talk to them normally, and then I would ease in to what I was going to say to them and ask them about it and doing if they're okay. Sometimes it's easier to step back and help someone from the outside, so not necessarily putting their pain onto me. And I mean, it sounds mean, putting your pain onto someone, taking someone else's pain, but at the end of the day, you really can't take someone else's pain away. You can only help them through it.
I think society tries to censor the fact that we experience pain.
I feel like in our society, we often try to hide or mask when we're going through pain, because again, it shows a sense of vulnerability.
I think people are so busy and they spend half the day with their face in their phone that they forget to connect on a human level, and it's sad because that's what it's all about, so we gotta make time to be present.
I think everything's moving too fast. We're always in a hurry to get things done. Don't have time to sit down and think about things.
Everybody's so busy and stressful times we live in that nobody really stops to think about what other people are going through.
I think in a society in general should be closer to each other in any way, shape, or form, because even though we all look different and we all have some different beliefs, we all have one thing in common. And I think that if we can just utilize that as best as possible, we could have a better society and a better life for all.